Hi guys! So I'm filming two videos in the same day, that's why I have the same makeup on. I have put a lip topper on this lip and ooh, it's intense. I like it though. Although on camera, gosh, so metallic. Anyway, in today's video I'm going to be introducing my Pan That palette for 2021. I tried to pan this palette a couple of years ago, 2019 I think, and I did alright to be fair, but I still have a couple of shades that I want to use. So my goal for this is to use up every single shade. The only shade I will allow myself, I mean I say that if I don't use it, what am I going to do? The only shade I will allow myself to not use up is the black shade, just because I rarely use black eyeshadow. So these are, oh wait, I should tell you the palette first. This is the Fall in Love palette by Barry M. I got this for my birthday or Christmas, something like that. And I really like it. It's such a good basic palette. So this is the inside of the palette. I will show you up close. I have already completely used up that shade, and I've hit pan on quite a few shades, and I would love to entirely use up. The black shade has the tiniest dip. This red shade as well has a very tiny dip, and this shade has a very tiny dip, so it's quite a long way to go on all of the shades I don't have pan in, but the other shades I'm not too concerned about. I think I can focus on a couple of shades each month, and that should get me through. I'm gonna sort of dabble in the whole palette. I'm also gonna see if that is light enough to set my lid, because if it is, that'll be an easy shade to get rid of, to use up rather. But there is other shades which I'm not looking forward to, like this red shade, and to be fair, a lot of these darker, warmer shades, they're not shades that I wear. That's a lot of the reason why I'm wanting to pan this, because I don't wear a lot of these shades anymore, so I don't really feel the need for it, but since I have so much use on it, I do want to pan it rather than just throw it out. So I'm not going to swatch any of the shades. I will swatch them as I'm sort of focusing on them, rather than swatching every shade. Or should I just swatch them? No, I'm not going to swatch them. I'm just going to swatch the ones that I'm going to be focusing on. So my goals are going to be, okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of goals. So I'm going to start with this shade, which I will swatch. It's an extremely light shade. It's really easy to use because it's so light. It's just like a neutral transition shade. And the reason I'm focusing on that is because it's got a tiny dot of pan, but then the rest of the pan around the rest of the shadow around the pan is so thin, so I feel like I can expand that pan quite a lot. I think I'm also going to focus on one of the shades which doesn't have any pan. I think I'm going to go, let me swatch this one first, let me just see. It's quite peachy. Okay. So I've swatched this shade. You literally won't be able to see it. No, you can't see that. But it's just this shade here, which I am also going to focus on for this next month. I'm going to try and use it to set my lid, even if I have to mix it with another shade, because I just think it's too light to do anything, but it could possibly be a bit too dark to set with, so I might have to mix it, but that is probably the way I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to try and expand the pan in this, and I am going to just dabble in the whole palette. I used to use this one on my eyebrows, you can probably tell with the shape of the pan. So yeah, I am going to do an introductory picture. I'm going to update monthly, but if I have a particularly slow month, because I am doing my pan those eyeshadows as well. I will at that point just skip a month and do every other month, but I'm not really going to know until I've done a month and what progress I'm getting on it. They're pretty basic shades. I feel like I can use them in most looks. I don't have it on today. I'm just wearing my Pan Those Eyeshadows shades today. So yeah, I'm excited. I've never panned a palette before. I think it's going to be so satisfying if I manage to get this fully used up. I'm hoping to pan every single shade, but if there's a particular shade that I'm using and I cannot stand it, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to waste my time, which could possibly be this red shade. I haven't used it too much, but it's a lot of eyeshadow to use up if you don't like the shade. So we'll have to see about that, but I will just update you guys as we go. So yeah, my project pan, my pan that palette for 2021. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are panning any palettes or eyeshadows or anything this year. Yeah, if you have any suggestions of colour combos, ways to use this, I'm happy to hear them. Let's have a chat in the comments. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!